basically the first interview video of F.T.F. Face the Facts. We're a new Christian white metal band, a Torah observant band, Kingdom Rock band. We dubbed the new term Kingdom Rock. Anyway, I am guitarist and lead singer Dave Hutto. The other guys aren't here, but this is my first like video blog video, or whatever you want to call it, or interview video. And what I want to talk to you about today is our sound and our riffs and stuff a little bit. Anyway, we're releasing our first album. It's an EP, and it's called Sideswiped, and it'll be available soon. It'll be out on iTunes. You can download it all over the internet. We're gonna start playing out and doing, the musician thing. And anyway, I'll give you a little bit of background about me. I've been playing guitar for about 17, 18 years now. I picked up my first guitar in 1997, and I've been kind of riding it ever since. I learned to play by ear, and that's pretty much my skill set. I've learned to play by ear. I can read chord charts. I can do various different techniques. My style, mainly my influential style, is hard rock, heavy metal, AOR, album-oriented rock, melodic rock, things of that nature. But I've been known to dabble in other styles. I do contemporary praise and worship. I do a little bit of country. I can play a little blues. I can do quite a different amount of things, and I'm always willing to learn. And that's a little bit about me. I've always been in the trade work. I recently was into carpentry and furniture restoration. I've done a little work as a welder. I drove a truck over the road for about 7 years, and I'm a veteran of the U.S. military. I served in the Colorado Army National Guard for 3 years and the United States Navy for a year. It's a long story, so we won't have time to get into that today. But the reason why I wanted to do this video is to tell you a little bit about us. Of course, the other band members aren't here. I'll have taped interviews with them another time. Dave Hidalgo, he's our lead guitar player, and he's a really good guy. I met him at the same church that I go to. David Bruno, he's our drummer, and Mark Dominguez, he's our bass player. And unfortunately, those guys can't be here, but this video we're going to kind of go over sound. Sound and how you get certain sounds. Like this sound right here. That's a very Megadeth style sound. That's pretty much what Dave Mustaine would use. And I like using different sounds and layers in my songs, in our songs really, and we're very dynamic with that. We use different techniques and stuff while we're recording, and I really don't have time to explain it today, but I just gave you a little bit of a riff, a demonstration of what our sound is. That song that you heard us playing, or me playing along with the track, is Daughter of Babylon, and that's one that's going to be available on the EP that's going to be released here soon. So I'm going to take a break, and we'll come back and kind of go over how to get certain sounds out of your processing unit. And before I do that, I'm going to just show you the basic processing unit that both me and the lead guitar player use. Now Dave uses Marshall amplifiers, and I use this little Gorilla practice amp right now, but I prefer actually to use the line 6 interface and go direct through a mixer or through a live PA. Some guys like miking their stuff up I don't like carrying around a bunch of bulky equipment. This is a very good processor. This is a Line 6 pod, and I'm going to show you how to get certain sounds and tones out of it. Now you can actually download a lot of the presets online, but I'm going to show you how to manually do it on the fly today to get certain sounds and certain elements, just so you can get, you know, what you want on stage or when you're performing live. And you know, I always like sharing my skill set with others. I want to be a mentor to people, not just be some uppity musician that says, oh, well, my poop doesn't stink and I'm too good for you. No, I want to share with you how to get certain sounds and certain qualities and certain things like that out of your mixes, out of your recordings, out of your live performances. So without further ado, we'll get back into that, and you know, I'll talk a little bit more about sound. Okay, everybody, welcome back. I'm going to show you how to change your amp settings on this Line 6. For example, on 2D here, I have the amp settings for Megadeth. So I'm going to show you exactly how to dial in that sound and get the sound you want. There's a resource you can go to. It's actually on ampsettings.webs.com, and there's a list of bands, and it'll tell you exactly how to set your EQs and stuff up for your Line 6 or your actual Marshall half stack or whatever you do. So this is Dave Mustaine's amplifier settings. So your gain or your drive is this button right here. You want to crank that all the way to 10. Okay? Your bass will be 5. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your bass is right in the middle. And your mid, you will have at 2. And your treble, you will have at 10. So that is your amp setting, and you would put just a little bit of delay, not much. So you would get a sound. How you check your delay is actually you do a slap. It's a little too much delay, so you back that down. No reverb on this. So that's Dave Mustaine's amp setting right there that I just showed you. So, and I use that on Daughter of Babylon for the main guitar riff. So that is that sound. Now how you save it, once you have it all saved, you hit the save button up here in the right corner, and that gives you your sound. Now I have several other amplifier sounds here that I like to use. This one is John Petrucci's lead solo sound from Dream Theater. So I'm going to show you exactly how to actually set this one. Say you want a really, really bright tonal lead with a lot of delay on it. So your gain, you're going to do about 7.5. So your gain is right here. So here's 9, 8, 7. Okay. Okay, so your treble, you're going to set that at 6. There's 6. Your mid, you will set at 6. 6. And your bass, you will set at 4.5, which is right here. It's right between the middle line there. And you're going to set your drive all the way up. that's how I set that one. And I use a lot of those kind of leads. Here's another one I like to use quite a bit. And this sounds like something you'd hear from Van Halen or, you know, Dawkins or something like that. Now this one I can't exactly remember how I got this setting, but it's pretty cool. I'm gonna show you. It's your amplifier would be rectified. Okay, so you get. Now we're gonna set our bass actually on this one. I want a little more bassiness in it, so I'm gonna turn it up to about 7. I'm gonna turn the high about 8. In the mid, I'm gonna back it off. So you're gonna have a ducked out frequency. Now say you want to put a little bit more air into it, so you create a more spacious thing. This is where you crank your reverb up. So that's basically one of the settings I like to use. So I use that a lot on these records when I'm soloing. And Dave, he uses different settings when he's soloing. He'll probably go over that with you on a different time frame. But say you want just a really nice Marshall-esque kind of sound. And I'm gonna just do a Marshall-esque kind of sound. Let's take a band, for example, like Van Halen kind of a deal. So let's do our gain is gonna be set at 6. And let's do a Brit classic. Actually rectified would sound good, or modern high gain. Prefer rectified, it's got a deeper tone to it. You would set your treble at -4. So here's -4 right here. Your mid -3. And your bass all the way down right here. Now of course we want to change our channel volume all the way up. No delay or anything on it. We're just going to go in kind of clean. I might put a compressor and a noise gate on it, but that's it. And you can adjust the volume. So let's do output level. We'll do it right here. Hit save. Now let's go down one. This is like your AC/DC style setting. So that's very Marshall-esque too. So you can use pretty much anything. Now this one's kind of interesting. This is Boston, Tom Schultz. It's got a lot of chorus on it, no delay, but it's just chorus and a little bit of reverb. So see, you got that kind of Boston-y kind of sound. Now this one I like. This is the Avenged Sevenfold setting. So very deep. It's a very deep tonal kind of a sound. Now let's take a look at some clean sounds. Now, if you wanna do some interesting stuff with clean kind of sounds, here's what I like to do. Like this is my clean bank. So that's got a lot of chorus on it. So I'm gonna make this one another clean channel. See, it sounds kind of dull. Let's change it to. Let's take the drive off. We'll set the bass at about 8, and the mid about 6, and we'll back the treble off. And let's say we want to add some effect on it. I can do like a little delay. That's how you check your delay. It's slap. That's perfect amount. We'll add a little reverb to it. Okay. And say you don't like that particular setting. Okay, we can actually go in here. Gives it a little different tone. Don't like that? I go with the rectified sometimes. Still distorted, so we turn the drive all the way off. Hit save. There you go. So you want to say you want a different one with a little bit of tremolo on there. Let's go modern classic. A little bit of tremolo. Change our bass settings. We'll back that down. We'll back the mids down to here and bring our treble up. And you can always adjust your bridge pickups. Let's say you don't like that. You want to do chorus or flanger. Or we could do rotary even. Or you could do a delay kind of sound. You can adjust and tweak your effect. So that's kind of a neat one. So we'll go ahead and save that. So say you like a bunch of different sounds in your bank, we can do that. So let's do another one. Let's just do a layer. Let's do a little dirtier sound. And we'll do too much slap in there. Hear that? So we'll back the slap off. We'll adjust our EQs. I want a little bit more bass in this one, and I want to drop the mids out even more and bring up and drop the treble. So we get kind of a And we check it also on the single coil. So there we go. Sounds good on the single coil, so we're going to save that one. And that's pretty much how you program your pod. You can customize it like I did, or you can do what I showed you on the display here. Like I said, go to ampsettings.webs.com and you'll see all your favorite bands, how they tweak their amps, and you can set your line 6 up the same way. Now keep in mind, Pod does have a website you can actually go to and download the files that will automatically program your pod to your favorite band sound. But if you can't do that, if you don't have access to the internet, or you lost MIDI cables or whatever for this thing, then what I would recommend you do is learn how to program it manually. You have a lot more dynamic. You can change things. You can do different things with it, and it's pretty cool how it works out. So again, this is just a little tutorial on how to use your line 6. So, and I'll come back and show you guys sometime how to layer a song up using these effects. So anyway, thank you and God bless and Shabbat Shalom or Shalom, and have a good one. Bye.